They're all paid on the last business day of the month. They directly deposit into your account with your financial institution. Good afternoon, everybody. My name is Kit Gallup. I'm the Director of Field Services at the Retirement Systems of Alabama. Some of you may have attended one of our seminars before you retired to make sure that you are up to speed on transitioning into this great chapter of life, retirement. And yes, I imagine all of you are getting your retirement benefit. And I want to talk to you a little bit about the ERS benefit. So if you are interested in returning to work with one of our member employers, you can make up to $39,000 a year working for one of our member employers, so long as you are in a part-time capacity. Okay, so if you have any intentions on returning to work and still drawing your retirement check, you can go to work with one of our member employers, making up to that $39,000 limit. That's the limit for this year. Next year, we will know what the limit is come maybe in the next couple of weeks. We'll know, and we'll have that information posted on our website. Now, if you're retired law enforcement, you know the limit's a little bit different if you wish to return to work with state corrections, or if you'd like to return to work as a school resource officer, then there's a cap of $52,000. So it's a little bit higher for those law enforcement members wishing to work for one of our employers in that capacity. Now, the employees retirement system, which most of you were members of, some of you I spoke to earlier, I spoke to one that was a TRS retiree as a result of working at the Department of Youth Services. But that is your defined benefit retirement. So that's what you're paid every month on the last business day of the month is your ERS or TRS retirement benefit. What I also want to talk to you about this afternoon is our RSA 1 plan. RSA 1 is our voluntary retirement savings plan that allows you to save additionally for retirement while you are working, to save more for this next chapter of life, right? So just know that at age 73, if you have our RSA 1 pre-tax account, which is the account that had been offered to our members all the way back since 1987, if you turn 73 this coming year, just know that you have something known as a required minimum distribution that you'll have to take. I want to stress the two words required, yes, but also minimum. It's not as though you have to take out your entire account. You can just take out a little bit, but that's required because the IRS has not yet got any tax revenue off of that deferred salary. And so at some point in the future, at age 73, they require you to take a minimum out, and that, of course, would be subject to taxation at that time. Now, last year, we introduced our RSA 1 Roth plan. And I know all of you are retired, but if you're interested in the Roth, you can convert your pre-tax monies over to the Roth. Now, in doing so, you would be setting up a Roth account, which eventually those distributions from it would be tax-free. So if you do convert your RSA 1 pre-tax money to the Roth, you will have that consequential tax liability, and we will not withhold taxes on a conversion. We will simply send you a 1099 the following January for you to settle up with Uncle Sam on how much you owe on those taxes when you convert it. Okay, so just be conscientious of that. And a lot of people have expressed interest in doing that Roth conversion, is what we call it. But if you are already Medicare eligible, okay, or closing in on Medicare eligibility, understand that if you convert a lot of that money into the Roth, a lot of money, that's going to be treated as ordinary income. Even though you're not receiving it, you have to pay taxes on the amount that you converted. But that could also aim to adjust your Part B premium. There's something referred to as IRMA. It's the Income-Related Medicare Adjustment Amount. And we have seen some of our members be impacted with that IRMA surcharge, which increased their Part B premium substantially, because maybe they came into a lot of money at one point in retirement, or they cut timber or something like that, or they did a Roth conversion. Well, that could impact how much you end up paying for that Medicare Part B. So be conscientious about that with the RSA 1 Roth conversion. Now, another thing about RSA 1, last year when we introduced the Roth, we offered some more choices on when you can actually change how your monies are invested. You can now change how your monies are invested in the RSA 1 plan every month if you wish. You can do that online by logging into your Member Online Services account on our website. I do also have the paper forms here that you can fill out and I can take back to Montgomery with me tomorrow when I return home. but that's something that can be done every month. It used to be every 90 days, and many years ago, it used to be only once a year you could change how your monies are invested, but now you can do it every month if you'd like, okay? So just keep that in mind. Now, I also have the rates of return for the RSA 1 plan, so if you'd like to be reminded about how it's been performing this year and over the past 10 years, I've got some information on the table there for you to pick up. And of course, we have some information about the Robert Trent Jones Golf Trail. I would be remiss in my duties if I did not bring some of that good Robert Trent Jones RTJ Golf Trail stuff with me. So if you're a golfer, you know somebody who is, you can pick up some of those trail guides as well as license plates. You can put them on the front of your vehicle to advertise for us. We also have I also have the annual report with me from last year. We don't, of course, have the annual report for this year because we're not yet finished up with the calendar year for 2025. And we won't know what our final returns are until a little bit later this year for this fiscal year that will wrap up September 30th. So pay attention to that monthly newsletter of ours, The Advisor. You know, we always a lot of our members take a look at the backside to see if they can take advantage of some of those hotel discounts that we offer at our properties. But please stay on top of your retirement benefits. That is one easy way to keep on top of your benefits. It's just reviewing that Advisor newsletter each month. We place it in the mail to you. If you're not getting it, come speak with me, okay? Because we may not have your current address on file. So that's all I have to say. Any questions about your RSA benefits? If you